Today I'm going to teach you one of the funkiest bass lines of all time. This is Feel the Real by David Bendeth, and it's played by Randy Bramwell. Thanks for the suggestions. I've had a few. I didn't even know about this. I wasn't aware of this at all, and I heard it and it is just incredible. We're going to go straight into it, and really the best way to do this, because it is difficult, is to break it down. And we'll probably do that. We'll just go bar by bar. I'm just going to do the main bass line because there's a lot to it, and it's just 4 bars. So let's go through it. So first of all, we have a hammer-on from the G sharp to the A on the 4th fret to the 5th fret of the E string. Now you don't see this very often, this marking above that A on the 7th fret D string. That is a staccatissimo. And that's how I've decided to notate that, because that note is ultra short. And Randy Bramwell plays it in a really interesting way. You listen very, very, very carefully to this, and I don't say that I've got this 100% right, it's mainly there though. You listen to that note, and it's almost a ghost note. It's ultra, ultra short, even shorter than a normal staccato, I think. So, how do we do that? So I'm just playing and just choking the note almost immediately after plucking. And I'm doing that with the other finger. And it's sort of a mixture between a ghost note and a very, very short note. This bass line, I think, it's so intricate that we do need to zero in on the techniques that much. There's our first ghost note. That's why I'm playing it first finger, second finger. Then you go to the octave with that very short note. And make sure you're using more than one finger to deaden all 4 strings. Otherwise you might catch a harmonic accidentally. So I'm just laying the fingers flat for that ghost note. Okay, then we have a ghost note on the A. Then, not sure if that's exactly how he played it, but I'm going A, 7th fret D string. Then we have an open string A, which gives you just enough time to jump to that B. Second bar now. Let's play the first bar one more time. This is really difficult, by the way, this bass line, so you will have to take it slow, like I'm doing now. Second bar. This is a very cool bass pattern here. We've got a C, that's the rhythm, 3, 4. Dotted 8th attached to a 16th. Now that rest gives you enough time. 2 ways to play this really, either third finger, some barring there, and you slide up to the D with that same finger, and then you can play the C, first finger, or you can just jump to the 5th fret of the D string with your first finger and just use your first finger for the whole thing. Experiment with both ways. There's a little shake there. That's what I'm hearing there. Then we've got the next bar. And we've got another extremely short note, so that's B octaves. Again, once more we have that same rhythm, the dotted 8th to the 16th. Let's just take that section on its own. And again. You have to have your fingers completely sorted out for this because it's so intricate. So in terms of plucking, I'm going index to middle, and then index, middle, kind of alternating. One more time. That's all octaves with an A sharp in there. And then we shift. Now this is just the funkiest bar of music I've ever heard on bass. It's just ghost note central. So let's go from the little section before the 4th bar here. And again, if you listen very closely, I didn't use any software or slow down software or anything. I just used my ears and did the old-fashioned thing of listen, pause, didn't get it, do that 100 times and see if you get it. And I'm still not sure if it's exactly this, but it's roughly there. See that last bit? Again, is it a ghost note or is it an extremely short B? Don't know. I mean, you could just try both ways. I think it's worth just looking at this bit. This is the ultimate ghost note bar, I think. So, again, it's that thing of making sure that you're not accidentally getting a harmonic. You could easily fall into that trap. Everything is on, or most of the notes are on the A string, so we can just zero in on that. It reminds me of Rocco Presti's playing in Tower of Power, where he would often use a little bit of left hand muting, leading with his first finger and then having these fingers behind just lightly dampening that same string. You get that effect. This is very similar to that. Let's go to there, just this section here. That's how I would suggest you practice any difficult section. Just go round and round and round it. Then we're back in. Second time round it does something slightly different in a bit. That's the same. There it goes. So let's take that last line because the first two are the same. First two bars are the same. So that's that bar again. You can meditate with this and just go round and round it. It will click after a while, like I say, just do download this tab and notation and just sit with it for however long it takes you. If you're a beginner or an intermediate player even, and that's the focus of most of the lessons on this channel, this might be a bit of a struggle, but just slow it down. Takes a lot of patience, but you can do it. Last bar is this. First finger is laying across the A, D and G strings, and I'm also touching the tip of that finger against the underside of the E, so everything is nice and muted there. Then I can use my second and third fingers for the D sharp and the E. There's no harmonics going on, it's all clean. Last beat. It sounds to me like he's playing a bass with a single coil back pickup, but it's also got a good bit of bass and presence to it, so I'm not exactly sure on that. Anyhow, if you pluck closer to the bridge, you get a tighter, more percussive sound. So instead of like, I'd go here. I'm going to include that drum beat, which is 121 beats per minute, in the download. There'll be a link below. And you'll have this PDF as well. Now in return, if you could just like the video, subscribe to the channel, that really helps. If you're into funk, I have a funk bass course. and that will also get you in tune to the techniques and the rhythms that you need for this kind of playing. It's really intricate, and it's really, really good for bass players. Take your time with this. Don't expect to get it in one go. It might be a project for you for a while, but it's a good thing to stick to. Thanks very much for the suggestions for this song, and if you have any others, look, I'm always being educated as well by you guys telling me what to listen to. So keep those coming, and I'll do another one. This was fantastic. Thanks very much, and I'll see you on the next lesson.